Come on now, you can't even do this. Look.
Yo. You already know what it is. Your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on the Riding and Smoking podcast, the world's first mobile podcast where we interview the dopest humans on the planet. And today, I definitely got one of the dopest humans on the planet on the show. Somebody who inspires not just me, but a lot of people to do all types of things. But one of the coolest things he inspired us to do is to go eat a salad.
Come on.
My brother, Stunnaman02. What's up, Stunner?
Hey, at 3:33, I'm feeling real free.
Come on, man.
Shout out to God.
Shout out to God. Hey, yo, your movement is crazy.
Thank you.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
When I watch you just take off and go from, whatever record you was doing some stuff. You was cooking some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it's like you was creating a formula. Right? It looked like you was intentional. Just me watching, all right? After I say this, I want to know what you really think, right? But it looked like it was an intentional a creation of your formula. Maybe not everything was intentional. Some stuff obviously fell into place, right? But it looked like you was really like adamant about being who you are and being yourself, creating this Stunnaman whole image and brand. Like, what was it really about for you?
Really just putting that positivity into the world. And it's like I want to tell you I had like some crazy mastermind scheme where technically I did. Like it started with failure for real. Like I went to college, went to New Orleans, and I just failed hella bad. And I was like, man, I never want to feel that way. I don't never want to feel like I'm in a bed just like lost. So when I came back to San Francisco from New Orleans, I sat down and I made myself a script. It was I call it my equilibrium script. And sometimes you might hear me talk and I might say, this is the mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, moral, financial, environmental, the equilibrium that help balances me. You know what I'm saying? So like once I figured that out, I was able to figure out why I wanted to do things and then what I wanted to do. And then once I figured out why and what, then I was like, how just kind of came by through your actions. It came in your subconscious. Like even before this, what I was doing before this, when I was speaking out loud, reading something, I was training my subconscious. So even though I might not have a formulated plan, I'm aligned with the universe. So everywhere I step, I'm subconsciously in tune with my instincts and just moving that way. So, part of it, of course, is planning, locking in, figuring it out. And part of it is just taking a suggestion and running with it.
Right.
Like
listening.
Literally. Like, for example, my first song, Talk About It, that was literally like just push that all the way till it got on the radio.
Yeah.
And then even with Big Steppin, kind of taking that method, getting some good recommendations, taking a method from, he's off camera right now, but Boog Ellis, a.k.a. the model citizen.
Shout out Boog.
Man, he was the person who told me, you see what Junebug doing? He told our other folks, Depp, he's like, man, tell Stunner to go around San Francisco and hit the Big Steppin dance. Literally, you feel me? So it's just taking suggestions in a kind of already having a plan
and
with
it grow.
And just let it and going with the flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like saying you got a good jump shot, but then Steph Curry say, hey, your jump shot money, just tuck your elbow. You know what I'm saying?
And you listen. Instead of being like, oh, nigga trying to tell me how to do my sauce, right?
Ego is the enemy.
Your ego. Your ego is not your amigo.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
It's
that's
not.
clean. Yeah, that's clean. Like, is he a rapper?
Yeah, real talk. It's not your amigo for real.
Ego is the enemy, and it's interesting to deal with the ego when you're an artist because you have to feel like you're good enough, not
bravado.
Just good enough.
Yeah. Bravado. You got to have a certain amount of.
You got to know you can do it, and not just know you can do it. You got to know you could do it well and the best.
So that right there creates a thin line between that ego and you trying to make sure people understand that you believe in yourself to that degree. Exactly. You almost got to be almost a tiny bit insane the way you believe in yourself.
Nah, for real.
In the face of adversity, continuously.
In the face of having no money, in the face of being on the depths of where you at, in the face of losing everything, you got to know everything's going to be okay. You got to know it's building something in you to.
I watch you go. I watch you do your videos and, I read the comments. Unfortunately, I waste my time reading comments sometimes. Because,
thank you, man.
Yeah, I read the comments and I be on your page. I like all your shit. So I like, I like to see your content. You create dope content. And I noticed that, there's some people who's like, oh, he attaches his song to a lot of videos, to a lot of different videos. And I was like, That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a crazy marketing strategy that
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that you formulated. That's why I said, like, when I'm watching, I'm like, he's formulating some cool strategies,
Mhm.
and then I noticed that other people might be necessarily like starting to catch on and maybe emulating some of
Mhm.
what you're doing. That's how I know it was a it was a good
Yeah.
strategy. That's how
Mhm.
you know too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you start seeing people that, right?
Yeah, like I mean, you never really know because like at the end of the day, like somebody could be inspired by anything. But when I do see something and I know, I'm very thankful. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
know it's so many different people who inspired me. If it wasn't for Junebug, Nate Bug wouldn't have had the idea to be like, hey, go do this.
Right.
So we were inspired by something.
Right.
I get inspired by every day by my peers, by people who did it before me. People, I don't even think people know. I don't think I said it publicly, but the way we got the sound for the I Gotta Feel It project, the way we came across the big Steppin sound was combining a sound that we built in a contemporary time from 2018 to 2020, and then going to listen to RBL Posse, listening to their 2 albums all the way through and saying, damn, what did they do right with this? And then putting it in a contemporary time. And that's how you make a timeless song.
Yeah.
You take inspiration or the past
Yeah.
in a contemporary time or the present, which creates the future. And I'm doing it this way, but it's really past to present creates the future. And it's a cycle. Like you ever look at a clock is cyclical. Time is cyclical. It go on a cycle. That's why fashion, if you look at right now, we just did the Berkeley Food Festival and Berkeley High is right there. So we got a chance to see hella high school kids.
Yeah.
I didn't even know high school kids right now are dressing like it was 2000 or 2004.
That's crazy.
You know what I
They
mean?
throwing back right now.
Or you even
And
think
that's what's hip to them, right? That's what's cool to them, right?
exactly because it just came full circle.
Yeah,
You
it
know what I'm
always come back though. But I learned that a long time ago. The music always come back. P. Diddy was doing all the sampling shit back in the day, making
Nostalgia.
everything, taking hits from the 80s.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like he was showing you then that everything go back around with the music too. But man, how did you even come up with Eat a Salad?
Oh man, I was just in a dope place in my life, and I was like, man, we stepping out our comfort zone. We got a big opportunity.
Because that was on the radar, right? Was
Yeah.
that like a freestyle? Like
So I wanted to shout out Tay from Millhouse. She lives in Vegas right now, but she from the town. Queen, melanated queen, put me on. She pushed the issue. She was emailing Gabe. Gabe knew who he was, but Gabe got 1,000 things on
of
him.
course.
He got Drake combination.
Yeah.
He got all this different stuff happening
Yeah.
at this time. So she pushed the issue to break us through. We got the opportunity. Feel me? I bought a ticket. Cam and Taheen, they produced Eat a Salad along with DJ West Coast.
Well, shouts out to our brother
Come on,
DJ West Coast, man. We can't ever forget him. But I'm dumb. Yeah.
Nah, but
I was with him last night at Crybaby.
how was it? Was lit?
Yeah, we was
He
lit
called
out
me. I
there.
gotta
We
call
was
him back.
super lit out there, man. Shouts
West
out to
Coast.
West Coast.
One thing I like about where West Coast is at right now is I see him transitioning from. He always had this in him. He's a generational talent.
Of course.
But in my eyes, he's transitioning from being just DJ West Coast to being West Coast or being that whatever he decides to be, that next step
Yeah.
of just a brilliant performer.
Yeah, you
know
see
what I
it.
mean?
You see it.
Yeah, he got it.
Come on, that's one of the young guns coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he
shouts
got it.
out to that little brother
He in
West
shape.
Coast.
He got abs. He
Yeah.
on his stuff. He
See, I be
focused.
seeing y'all working out and shit, man. Y'all inspired me. That's another thing. You and, little bro, he'll hit me. I'll be like, what's up, West Coast? I'm like, what you doing? He like, oh, I'm about to go to the gym. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, West
And that be
Coast
a lot.
is
He hit the gym a lot. So you too, I always see you guys working out. So we know health is wealth.
for sure.
We know you got to take care of yourself. We
For
know you
sure.
got to eat good. We know that if you're going to step, you got to step big, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's next for Stunnaman?
Man, everything you just said, just doubling down.
Yeah.
Doubling down and stepping into right now. Like, I would like to say that I'm doing dope at I'm doing a great job at what I'm doing.
Right.
Now it's time to focus. It's time to what's winning right now is finding, and people been saying it for years. People been telling me is finding your demographic, finding your niche, and feed them.
Yeah.
People who like health and fitness, or you like eat a salad, you like refresh me. Let me give you a song about sleep. Let me give you a song about keeping your stress down.
Yeah.
Let me give you this, like the homie Seiji going up right now.
Yeah.
And he got that gentle gigs. That's the calm hyphy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Gentle
like
gigs.
gentle gigs. Let me give you what you want to hear.
Right.
Just focus on these
Find your
demographics.
people.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Like LaRuss.
Going stupid.
Going crazy.
And I feel like LaRussell is the model for he made the blueprint to what we need to do.
for the
You know,
future.
exactly. It's like if you're an independent artist, I feel like LaRussell got his method and it works for him, but he showed you
The
how he
blueprint.
did it.
Right.
Now, like for example, everybody can't go do what Jay-Z did.
No.
The same way everybody can't go do what LaRussell did.
Right.
But they showed you if you take the time to figure out your craft and figure out your path, the next thing you know, you're gonna have the math. It's all gonna add up.
Real
Now,
talk.
you know what I'm saying?
Real
So,
talk.
and then you figure out your way. Like I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I'm not a person where I want to drop a song every year and it just go up and it be like that. But I'm also not a person where I want to drop a song every day or a project every day. So I got to find that equilibrium to where it's like, okay, you getting impactful stuff from me, and when you see it, it just hit. That's why
Yeah.
we give them
Quality over quantity.
yeah, and, or a mix, the blend of it,
Right.
because that's what we got to do now.
Right now.
Yeah, you got to do that right now.
Right now, you do got to deliver. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? So you got to stay up on your toes because it is some cats that's like, I'm going to put a song out every day.
And that's not wrong because, like, at the end, I feel like I always saw this, like, in the mid 2010s. Like, it was Mozzie and Bryson Tiller.
Mm.
And they had two different methods. So Mozzie, he dropped like 15 projects in 3 years. Some crazy. And then Bryson Tiller dropped one of the best projects ever. But when you look at them, they propelled to another level. Now you got the war of attrition where I'm going to just feed you. I'm going to break you down until you like, damn, everybody, you got at least one song.
Right.
Larry June got that. Larry June has a song for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you go
Right.
listen to Larry June discography, he got a song for everybody. And then you got the
True.
one where you just focus completely on creating a sound nobody ever heard, and then the people will gravitate to the sound.
Real talk,
You know
man.
what I mean? So what else we figuring it out? We saying what is gonna take us to that next level.
The next level, real talk. That's what it's all about, man. And I feel like a guy with a name like Stunner, man, you're gonna stun on him, man.
Man, we just having fun.
Come on. You look like you be having fun in your videos and shit, man.
Man, that's the goal, man.
Nah, you really brought fun. I feel like you brought the fun to the music, bro. No cap. Like, I've been to some of your events. I've been to just everything that you be, I pop out, and I see, like, even the time when you talk to people, I'm most impressed by the moments you take to connect with the people vocally and talk with them, like either before or after, when you do your performances. That was one of the most unique things I noticed about what you were doing. And I thought that was really cool because it gives not just a chance for the audience to connect with you, but for people to hear your point of views or whatever, but to also get that message out there.
Thank you.
To get a message out. And I think that you really opened up a new avenue for every artist, because I'm sure a lot of artists, after seeing you do that, they all want to do that now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they all want to go give a speech and shit, and I think they're Martin Luther King afterwards or
Hope
whatever,
so,
right?
man.
But they should.
Yeah.
Everybody should say something. They should speak out. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, bro, I just want to give you your flowers
Thank you.
now for what you've been doing, and I know you got a lot more to do.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
So I'm gonna just say you a new legend right now.
Thank you.
You one of the new legends for sure, right? But I know you got a lot more legendary shit to do. So I ain't gonna just put you like, oh, he's a legend. I don't wanna make him think your story is over with, because I know you got that pen in your hand and you still writing it.
For sure, and it's really on me. It's up to me to take it to another level, and I feel like my situation is unique, because I feel like I'm the antithesis to what hip hop and music is to a degree, like at least right now.
Right.
I'm from an area that might be considered impoverished.
Fillmore.
Yeah, poverty stricken. Fillmore, lived in Hunters Point, lived in New Orleans,
right? Lived
in what they say is the lowest socioeconomic places, and I did what I needed to do to be here today, but I don't necessarily do the things to create wealth or create any type of lifestyle that they might say we particularly need to do, or people from our neighborhoods do.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But at the same time, within that, I still am in this realm where I want to get an education, want to seek this, but I might not necessarily come from the heritage that the people who have a high socioeconomic place. Simplified, I'm from the hood, but I might not do gangster shit or thug shit.
Or they might
try to label us.
But that's the thing. Like, we need to show the young brothers and sisters that they don't got to do all that type of stuff just to get ahead. And that's not the only thing that's cool. Like, having a job is cool. Like, going to be a dental assistant is cool.
Exactly.
Like, following your dreams is cool. Like, all that type of stuff.
And in no way I'm shaming.
Be a chef is cool.
Yeah, I'm no way I'm shaming anybody.
We ain't shaming nothing.
Yeah, at all. Because I love everybody.
Yeah.
I got partners who took certain routes. I just want to, for me, I know it feels good to be out there and see my brother and be like, hey brother, you look good, or hey brother, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I see,
Keep that spirit going.
man, it's definitely a fun thing, but I it's a antithesis of what is being pushed to us. You know, and since the 1990s, since NWA, no shade to them at all either, but you know, gangster culture been funded. You know what I mean? And it's like it was started with community, with the Black Panthers being the origins and the foundation of the Crips and Bloods, and it's being these community organizations. And unfortunately, the government put money behind dismantling our unity, our common unity, thus dismantling the community and creating these things. Not saying gangster is bad, but just weaponizing it against ourselves,
our own community.
Exactly. So
it made us look like a threat to everyone else.
So I think it's just figuring out how to switch that and then utilizing that energy, because we got a different energy,
right?
And it's they're already trying to dismantle us, but taking that energy that might be displaced and funneling into what we doing to do the things that's gonna build us up, so we can have like it'd be dope if Fillmore had his own bank.
Right.
Hunters Point had his own bank, and Oakland, West Oakland, any part of Oakland had their own bank.
Banks, yeah.
That'd be
just communities, if they had their own banks, would be dope.
Yeah, that would be good. Well, they do. Like if you go to Chinatown, I'm pretty sure they got Chinese owned bank.
That's what I mean. Like I mean in our communities, you know what I mean? For sure. That would be definitely a change.
If you
in the future, maybe we'll see that.
If you go to the Mission, I'm pretty sure you got a credit union owned by a lot, backed, you know what I'm saying, by a Latino.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even you got places where like Nissan is created in Mexico.
Right.
I mean, I think that's hella dope. And I think right now the next step is finding out, okay, for us fundamentally melanated Americans, the people who built this country, what's the next step for us and being a part of that creation?
How do we form the culture for the future to take us up, and so we can start elevating continuously and get on a trajectory of growth like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So we can start growing economically, growing mentally, right? Growing out of the childish and the wild, like the behavior that, you know, kind of like destructive behavior that kind of destroys our community. You know what I mean? Like, how do we grow out of that and thinking those things are cool and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a what do you call it? It's a paradox.
Yeah,
it's a paradox.
It's a quandary.
It's a crazy road that we got to get on, but it's something that really has to happen. Yeah. And I love your music, what you're doing. Like I said, you brought the fun back. You talk positive stuff beyond just the salad, but just eating the salad, which I think is amazing because that's hella funny. When I was at the park, when I was at
he wrote it for me. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Bug.
Come on, Bug.
Wrote the whole thing.
Hey, look, when I was at the Juneteenth festival and I was watching the crowd, right, and everybody when you was performing, right, and then you know,
we're supposed to take a picture there and we did not take it.
I know we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
We took one up there with the kids.
Oh yeah, we did, but I ain't gonna get that. We gotta get another one.
Okay.
The one I'm looking at the crowd and I'm like, he got everybody saying go eat a salad right now. Man. Just think about what I'm saying, right? This guy's like, blah, blah, blah. This guy's like, I shot 30 niggas in my song. This person's like, I fucked everybody's bitch. Everybody's saying all types of stuff. Now, this man gets up here and got a whole crowd of people who just listen to those same people, right? Singing, go eat a salad.
Damn.
That's how? Bro, how?
That's pretty dope.
Bro, how, bro?
God.
Get what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing that I took away from that. I was like, man, look at all these people who vibe to every type of music already, all this gangster shit, all this and that. Now he got that whole crowd singing Go Eat a Salad, and they are really singing it top of their lungs that they want you to go eat a salad. They might not eat one, but they telling everybody else to go eat one. I think that's crazy, bro.
Man.
You hit with that in the craziest way. Like, keep coming with all this stuff, bro. Just keep coming with this shit, bro, because you coming with some cool concepts, man. You know, and then I listen to your other stuff, and don't get it twisted. If y'all listening right now, Stunnaman got, you know, he got the big Steppin, he got the Go Eat a Salad, but if you listen to his discography, he actually really have a lot of deep depth songs too that you need to go listen to so you can understand who bro really, really and truly is. Like, don't let the radio song be the only song you listen to and think you know a nigga. That's all I want to say. Make sure y'all please go listen to his discography because he got some cool stuff that he did with Gunna and some other stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? You need to go listen to some of these records. And I think if you listen close to like Go Eat a Salad and Big Steppin' and stuff, you might hear some of the shit he slipped in there. He be doing some Tupac shit, slipping in there some political shit right in there. He might slip some other stuff, and you just dancing and shit, thinking you don't know what he said. But I be listening because I come from the Tupac era where Pac will have a whole song about tossing it up and then slide some political shit in there. So I hear that type of stuff. I be hearing you, bro. You ain't slick, bro.
Yeah.
You is slick though.
Nah, that's
You is slick though.
you just a genius.
Nah, I'm a genius. That's why I got my lyrics up on Genius.
Come on, that's the goal right there.
Come on, man. I love that shit. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all make sure y'all gotta listen to his shit, man. Tell him where to follow you at, man.
Stunnaman02. STUNNAMAN02. And I think that's my purpose. My purpose is just to make that cool. You know what I mean? Make that, okay, eating healthy is cool. You can still eat healthy, give people compliments, show love, and you can still, be a dope rapper and actor.
Right.
You can still go enjoy the moments and live life. You can still hang around a woman, take trips out of the country, be in a nice car.
Right.
You could live in a nice place.
Right.
You can still get the fruit, because, growing up, where we growing up, a lot of times when we see people in success, what society shows us as success, they might be doing something destructive to get there.
Right.
So my whole goal is to, let me show you can do all of this, be positive, and it still yield you a good reward.
And that's what I want to talk about yielding a good reward, like at the end of the night. So you're chilling.
Where my grandma at?
You
still outside?
Yeah.
Just check on my grandma real quick.
Real quick, yeah.
Make sure she good.
I just want to say,
But she about to get on me.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay, we almost done here.
No, you all good. Thank you, Book. Book gonna beat me up too. You see his muscles?
Oh shit.
That's prenatal yoke. Yeah. He got the prenatal yoke. He on his way.
Right.
See, his calves look like a pencil. Sharpened pencil.
Hella funny.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, on a good night when you
saw Philly B and Neftafero roasting each other.
Oh my God. Yo, Philly B funny as hell though.
Bro, he don't let up. I love Philly B because when I first moved to Hunters Point, man, he was one of the first like big homies that really embraced me.
Yeah.
Like he taught us, like he wasn't bullying us. He showed us so much love.
Right.
And that's why, like, we used to go to Double Rock a lot when we was younger. That's why when we went to Double Rock, they embraced us as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to Philly B, man.
Shouts out to Philly B,
man. He
man.
a crazy
That's my dog,
hooper,
man.
bro.
Yeah, I had bro on here a while back.
Oh,
so,
you did?
Yeah.
Philly B go crazy, man.
Yeah, he hella funny, hella dope and shit. Hella
Neff raw too.
Neff is fucking, that's my nephew, so I love bro.
I feel like he's like a Bay Area icon.
Of course.
That we don't give enough flowers to.
Nah, I can't wait to get him on here and give him his flowers. One thing about him is he started young and he just did his thing and he persevered and he grew up in this shit and he stood and you could tell he was a man about it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he was a man about it. But yeah, man, same with you, bro. I'm just watching you grow. I'm watching you keep going, and I just want to tell you to keep going. You know what I mean? And my biggest question was before I cut, I want to know like
who I want to beat up.
Nah, who you you want to stomp out? Man. Nah, I want to know like what if you chilling with a female on the night and it's like kind of kicking and it's kind of romantic, and you're like, yo, you're about to get it on, you know what I'm saying? Right in that moment, are you like, if you can't produce no paperwork, you cannot touch my penis. You burst out and tell her that right there.
It's crazy. I have been in several situations where I'm like, you need to present the proper paperwork. I do my best to keep my stuff on tap always, most updated, at least within a month or two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To show, okay, you feel me? I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm negative all around.
Keep your penis clean.
Hey, look, the only time Stunnaman02 is negative is when I got test results. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real talk.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But nah, I do. I remember I had one situation, not to be too intimate or divulge too much information, where I was kicking it with a young lady. It was getting hot and heavy, and then she wanted to take it there, but I didn't have no contraceptive.
Right.
And then I was like, man, well, I ain't got no contraceptive, blah, blah, blah. And she like, well, I'll take the birth control right now. I'll take it in front of you, or I'll make sure you see I'll take it. And I was like, okay, you feel me? But I was like, what about, you feel me? Because that's been one of my biggest fears. I've been told about sex since a young age, you know what I mean, around the homies. And then we had it in school, even though I went to Catholic schools. So in 5th grade, I got a scholarship to go to an all-boys Catholic school, cathedral school for boys. And then I went to Sacred Heart. I got an academic scholarship. And then in these schools, they taught us sex ed.
Right.
So I was always petrified of getting an STI. So I either always wore a condom, or I done been with some of the most beautiful women in my life, and then not been prepared, and then not been able to take it all the way. And I'm like, nah, I can't do it because I don't want to take that risk.
Man, that's real. That's real right there, man.
Yeah.
Y'all young brothers, man, wrap it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Put some Jimmy wraps around that little stick, man, before the little guy goes swimming in the hole. Put the raincoat on, you know what I mean?
And
put a hat on it.
I think that's something we don't talk about too within men, and it's something I'm working on as well, is sexual discipline.
Yeah.
Because I know one thing, I never was, feel me, a person who really told it. I never was somebody who was really out there serving.
Right.
I never was really like, my thing that made me acceptable and be cool around, I would like to be around the ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like my thing that validated me around other men was being around women.
But when you around them, you gotta be prepared. You gotta have that little hat with you. I mean, I done had the little wallet with the little ring on it and shit, with the condom that been in my pocket for hella long. I'm just saying, like, we all grew up in that era of understanding, like, you gotta cover up your penis. So that might be that. Maybe that's a song we might make. Man, clean penis.
Jay Stalin made one.
I know, I seen that.
Yeah, he made one. Like, you need to wear a condom. You still living with your mama? Need to wear a condom.
Yeah, that's niggas funny, man. He was there last night too.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, Jay Stalin was there last night. Drew Down popped out last night.
West
hey,
Coast,
we had a crazy
West Coast called me too. I did not.
We had a fun ass time at Crybabies.
I apologize.
Shouts out to Crybabies and all the folks over there at Weed Maps, everybody. That shit was lit.
We still rock with Drew Banger.
Come on.
We still gonna go get it checked. So shout out to Drew Banger too for being one of the tastemakers, and not just Oakland, but Bay Area and West Coast culture.
Yeah.
And then make sure y'all gonna rock with his events blends as well. And then
For sure.
that we're gonna still keep Crybaby lit as well.
We still winning.
Winning.
Yo, you've been watching the Riding and Smoking podcast with your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most. My special guest today, Stunnaman02, straight up out of that filthy. You know it, man. Great dude. So you keep big stepping, keep eating your salads, and stay healthy out there, all right? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so when the Stunnaman interview drop, you already be ready already. All right? We out of here.
And bitch, nigga, wear a condom. Come on.
Come on. Real talk, nigga. Keep your penis clean.
Come on now, you can't even do this. Look.